Jen... I mean, Shadowheart. Pardon. It warms my heart to see you. I had promised you we would catch up once I'd rested. Perhaps there's something you wish to ask about? You were to come of age that night, left alone in the woods and using only Seluna's guidance to find your way back to us. But you were not alone in the woods. We caught a Sharan spy near our village and learned that his accomplices sought to abduct you. I had to find you, to bring you home, and I had to do it quickly. In my haste, I made a terrible mistake. I took on my wolf form to cover the ground more quickly, and it worked. I followed your scent and reached you before the Sharans could. But when I found you, you did not see your father rushing to save you. You only saw a wolf hunting you in the darkness. I should have told you of my curse before that night. Then everything would have been different. You panicked, and before I could explain, the Sharans found us. Father and daughter, wolf and prey. They took us both. When I awakened, you were gone, but your mother was with me. They were spiriting us away to the city, hidden and bound. That should have been the day you came of age and into the Moon Maiden's teachings. Instead, the Sharans used us to teach you different lessons. Painful lessons. The Moon Maiden's blessings are many. She taught me to control the curse, but she could not teach me to control my paternal instincts. The failing was mine. You must not blame yourself. You were a child. Your mother and I were supposed to protect you. We grew complacent, underestimated the depths of Shar's bitterness, the fanaticism of her followers. But perhaps this was always meant to be. Perhaps the Moon Maiden's path was merely longer for you than we knew. A name is nothing. Your happiness is what matters. Just forgive your father the occasional slip of the tongue. I will adapt, given time. Well, it depends. Do you find yourself more hirsute at certain times? Craving warm flesh? Actually, no. Spare your father the answer to that. I am a lycanthrope, but your mother is not. It was a toss of the coin to determine if you inherited that side of me. If you have not changed after all this time, I believe you're safe. I've heard enough about this absolute threat to understand it cannot be ignored. Your mother and I can wait until you prevail, and I know you will. Beyond that, your mother will need my care, and yours too, if you wish to join us. Somewhere quiet, close to nature, where the sun can warm us, and the moon can watch over us as we sleep. Are you sure, Shadowheart? Picking at old wounds may not serve any purpose. Very well. But I shall not wallow in ugly details. That is what they would have wanted. To have let their physical torments live on in our spirits. I will not allow that. They had you use us for practice. All the techniques that the Sharans held pride in. Trickery, interrogation, torture. They even had you, our own daughter, try to convert us. The worst part was not anything you did to us, it is what they had done to you. You didn't recognize us. Those eyes I'd wiped tears from. now looked at me like a stranger. I feared I would give in then. But your mother's strength bolstered me. She never gave up calling you daughter, no matter what you said or did. We were still a family in that room, suffering, enduring, but we did not give up. Your mother and I swore we would see the look of recognition in your eyes once again. And we did. Both. They mocked you before our eyes. They said it would discipline you for straying, while extending our torment also. Not just with the pain, but with the knowledge that every time we felt it, your true self was being punished for trying to break through their indoctrination. Don't be. Knowing you were out there gave us the strength to hold on. And you returned to us, just like you were supposed to all that time ago. Knowing you were out there still was enough to sustain us. And you are stronger than us both, daughter. We merely had to endure. You had to choose your path. One that brought you back to us at last. Yes. Now you know all that is worth knowing. Let us put this behind us for good.
Shadowheart, may Selûne guide you as always, my daughter. Only you can say. It seems your father and I have returned to a world in turmoil, and I sense you have a part to play in righting things. We shall remain here at camp and continue to recover what strength we can. Then, perhaps, when all is said and done, we can be a family again. Better in a sense, but you may need to prepare yourself, daughter. Shar took a great deal from me, and time will eventually take the rest. Sooner than you or your father would like, perhaps. I knew this, even when I first fell for your father. He is destined to outlive me, as are you. Shed no tears. We've been blessed with a second chance, and who is to say how long we'll have? More than I ever hoped for, certainly. We must not live in fear of loss. That is not truly living. Just one. Take care of yourself. I know you have more struggles yet to come out there, but I do not want to lose my daughter so soon after I found her again.